Welcome to Whiskey's a Journey. My name is Peter Fastiano. Today, we're going to be taking a look at a Redbreast offering within the Iberian series. This time, instead of the Listau, we're going to be taking a look at the PX Edition. So let's go ahead and get this thing opened. Ooh, haven't had this in a while. Let's pour it, nose it, taste it. Not a whole lot to talk about, but if you stick around until the end, I'm also going to give this a score. Redbreast PX Edition is coming in at 46% ABV. This is a single pot still Irish whiskey. The PX Edition is the second release in the Iberian series. Just like the majority of the Redbreast, if not all of the Redbreast, this is matured in ex-bourbon and ex-oloroso. But what's unique about this one, for another 12 to 22 months, this is going to be finished in the Pedro Jimenez hogshead. Triple distilled, 750 milliliter bottle, and at the time that I paid for this, I got it for $120.99, but I feel a little bit guilty about this one. I was halfway home after I bought this, and I thought that my receipt, just in my brain, sounded a little bit less than I expected to pay because I bought 2 or 3 different bottles along with this one. And then when I looked at the receipt, the cashier didn't charge me for this. So I got this bottle for free. And then looking at the website of Total Wine & More, I'm seeing this for about $10 more than I didn't pay for it. All right, let's get this on the nose and see what we got. Raisins, figs, and dates. That PX hogshead is really coming through on this quite a bit, much more than the other Listau version that had the Oloroso. I do get a good amount of spice. There is an oak presence and a little bit of a toffee or nutty note, kind of like the same nutty note that I got in the Listau. And I hate to say it, but I do get a very small touch of sulfur. I'm sure as I'm spinning this and letting it open up, that's going to go away. When I first had this bottle over at my sister Mary Bridget and brother-in-law John's house, I thought this was as close as you can get to a flavored whiskey that, you know how you have honey flavors, or you have butterscotch, or you have, in my sister's case, she really likes the Screwball, the peanut butter flavored. When I first had this, it was so over the top sweet that I felt like this could be an actual flavored whiskey. But after a couple of sips, that over the top sweetness went away and it calmed down quite a bit. And I have to tell you, I'm a little bit disappointed in myself. This bottle is about right here. It's almost gone. I've only seen this one other time at a liquor store. It wasn't really a liquor store. It was AJ's Fine Food, and they had it in their like specialty cabinet, and I passed on it, but I'm kicking myself. I think I should have picked up another bottle. All right, a little bit more on the nose. Get some vanilla, and there is a kick of that pot still spice, but the dominating note, figs, dates, and raisins. Let's go ahead and get it on the palate. Yeah, I'm definitely kicking myself. I should have picked up another bottle of this. I've said all along that the Redbreast 12 cask strength is my favorite release that they have. But you guys know me by now. Those PX finished or the PX matured is ranking right up there with it. It is dominated by that fruit forward, raisins, dates, and figs. There's a slight bit of spice, but it's not overpowering the sweetness. If you ever got a mixed bowl of fruit and each individual piece of fruit that's in that bowl is at its peak ripeness, this is what I get out of this bottle. It's exceptional, but it's going to be exceptional for my taste. Everybody has their own different tastes. This is right up my alley. So I might be liking this a little bit more than other people, and that's okay. It's my bottle. I can do what I want. I can like what I want and not like what I don't like. Let's get that second sip down and see if I can pull anything else out of this. A little bit more oak is coming out of that second sip. And I don't think you're going to be too surprised with this bottle. It is what it is. It doesn't seem to be overly complex. The flavor here is all revolving around those Pedro Jimenez hogsheads. And if you're into that kind of thing, you're really going to like this. It's on the sugary sweet side. Again, I do get a little bit more barrel tannin in that second sip. That oak is coming through. The spice is there, but it's not overpowering the sweetness. And the finish right now, I'm getting a little bit oak bitterness plus sweet. And that's good. Let's get a third sip down, talk a little bit about this, and then we'll move on to the score. This is dominated by raisins, dates, and figs. There's a slight amount of oak, a little bit of toffee, tiny a tiny bit of nuttiness, like I said with the Listau, medium finish. And if I had to pick an ex-bourbon barrel influence in here, I would think that this would lean a little bit more towards the vanilla side of things. But that barrel is buried way behind everything else. All right, really the only information that I have on this one is it was released in 2021 in the Iberian Peninsula area, is like Portugal, Spain area. And they're working in conjunction with País Libado cooperage, and I do believe that's in Orez, Spain. And to my knowledge, up to this point, the Iberian series only includes 2 releases, the PX and the Listau. And fingers crossed, I'm hoping they're continuing this Iberian series and they have something in the works for another release sometime soon. I don't think I'm going to get anything else out of this, but I want to take another sip and then we'll get on to the score. Nothing new to report, so let's go ahead and get on to the score. You have to like PX Sherry Finished in order to like this. And because that is right up my alley, my scoring system is out of 5 stars. Because of the amount of fruit sweetness in here, the raisins, the dates, the figs, it has a perfect amount of oak, a perfect amount of spice. The finish is medium. It continues to make me want to go back for more. I'm going to put this right up there, very close to the Redbreast 12 cast strength. I'm going to put this at 4.25. Of every single Redbreast that I have in their lineup, this is the one that I want to go to the most. Now, I really do think that I can actually drink the 12 cast strength a little bit more than this, because this definitely suits a very specific niche within their lineup because of the fruit sweetness with the raisins, dates, and figs, and how vibrant this is coming out of the glass. And because of that, I have to give this 4.25 stars out of 5. Even though the price is $120 and this is a limited release and it's very difficult to find, it's one of my favorite whiskeys that I have in my collection. So I'm sticking by the 4.25, and the next time that I see this any place, I'm going to pick it up. I'm not going to pay secondary prices because I think I'm completely finished with buying bottles that are in the secondary price range. I just don't think the majority of the time they're worth it. I might make an exception with this bottle, but I'm definitely not going into the 200s. If I see it at 120, 125, I'm going to snag it. What do you guys think? Is this in your market? Have you seen it before? Do you have a bottle of it? Where would you guys rank this in the lineup of the Redbreasts? And like always, if you guys are not subscribed to the channel and you like this information, do me a favor and just click on that little subscribe button down there. Turn on that bell notification because I go live with videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. That's all I got for you guys today. Enjoy your journey, and we'll talk to you guys next time. Bye. God, I like this bottle so much.